We're live. We're recording. It's Sunday. We never do this on Sunday.
Sunday.
I was watching the Vikings game and got really bored and fell asleep in the fourth quarter. Then I woke up. I'm like, oh God, we got to record soon.
That sounds like a Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, but usually don't have to get up for anything.
Football's back, and you'll go to sleep watching it, bored out of your mind.
Yeah, it could have been a fun game, but it was such a blowout that I was like,
yeah. Did they lose or win?
They won by a lot, and they made Green Bay look stupid.
Oh wow, that's big news.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a long year for Aaron Rodgers. I'll say that. He's got all new people, and they look like shit.
Oh,
it's not that the Vikings looked amazing, which they did look good, but it's that the Green Bay Packers look that bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
All right. Oh, did your team play yet?
Yeah, they lost.
Okay.
They lost.
The Chargers.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
They lost by like 4 points. Now they won all their preseason games, which means that they're going to lose everything in the regular season.
Yeah, preseason doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
I don't even watch preseason.
I don't. I never have. Yeah.
Let's get an intro going. Fuck it. Let's just do. I want to hear some Futurama. What about you?
Yeah.
Enclosed is a PDF attachment. A picture of yourself in a boat on a river. It's a river that flows in 2 directions. Make that 3. It's a magic river, that's how. And it's flowing down the Erie Canal to the scary door. That's Erie with 2 E's.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
If only I'd programmed the robot to be more careful what I wish for. Robot, experience this tragic irony for me. No!
This painting, for example, is of a rather special world. What has become perpetuated in the language as the ghetto. That dismal realm of pushcarts and poverty, where hopes are stamped down like dirty shoes on snow.
Terrible painting.
Death is a commonplace visitor to these somber alleys, but occasionally someone else visits. Our painting is called
Fight Coda
on Mott Street, and this place, should you not already know it, is the Night Gallery.
Our painting is called "Oh shit! I have to have that painting ready by noon." Hello.
This is about a shit house. I'll paint that up real quick.
Yeah, in shit. Welcome to LIW Twilight Zone, episode 389, Night Gallery 213A, The Messiah on Mott Street. Let me just say, I didn't realize there was an A in that number, so I checked the time remaining, and I go, oh God, there's 37 minutes left, and I almost lost my mind. Luckily, I got visited by Messiah, who introduced Part B to me. I'm Phoenix West.
Very good. Dick, I thought we already introduced ourselves.
No.
I can't remember.
I kept going.
Oh, okay. No, I did like this episode. I felt like this was a throwback to the Twilight Zone when they're poignant episodes, like the Christmas episodes, like the one with Art Carney when he was the con man who ended up being Santa Claus.
He was a drunk.
Whatever.
Filthy drunk.
Same thing. Fight Coda, filthy man. No. With Fight Coda, I was like, when's Fight Coda getting here? When are we going to the fireworks factory? I was just like, oh my God, Fight's in this. I want to see him. And it was just like, where is he? Where's he going to show up? Oh, he's the Messiah. I figured that out early on. But I was like, how are they going to get from that point A to point B with the Messiah? And boy, was I entertained by that. The little fucking shit boy, little bad actor boy. And I think this was dirtier than that episode, the Fugitive episode. If you listen to what Edgar G. Robertson says, did you listen to what he said to the Shadow when it came for him? I don't want to leave my grandson. I want to hold him and fondle him and hold him.
Oh, God.
He said fondle. I was like, oh, that's the wrong term.
No, I wish I would have heard that now. Damn it.
Go to the scene where he's being visited by the Shadow early on in the thing, and he starts talking to the Shadow. And he says, like, I don't want to leave yet. You can't take me. I have to love and be with my grandson and fondle him. Something like that. It's roughly like that.
He's like, leave the boy unmolested, all right?
He goes, well, I'm going to take you if you're going to continue fondling the boy, okay?
That one lady should show back up and be like, oh, I heard all of that. He is out of here.
Go with the right
no
to
more
that little boy.
In the ghetto.
Well, very good, McGonagall. Little Billy's dead. They slit
I don't
his
have that
throat
clip
from
on
ear to
here.
ear. Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Hey, I'm trying to eat.
But this was a very nice episode. It's just like I said, it was
sweet,
a
but-
throwback. It's a sweet episode, but it's long. It's a little too long. It's
I'd
very
say way
long.
too long.
35-minute episode or
Damn,
37-minute
it's too-
episode.
I don't know. It felt
I
like
think it was 37. It was pretty long.
3 hours.
Yeah, it was long.
I'll find out exactly how long it is.
And then so you have Edward G. Robinson, who is
37 minutes.
Yeah, Edward G. Robinson, famous actor from the 30s, 40s, famous commie. Back in the day, he was a Red. Never forgive him for that. And you have his buddy Will Ferrell, his doctor. You got that
Will Ferrell and his face is like, I wrote down the doctor looks like Ron Perlman beta robot.
Yes, he does. That hair is ridiculous. This is his white man fro, his Jew fro.
It's like
'Cause he's a
God's building his way to Ron Perlman, and he stopped along here and was like, make it more ugly.
Yeah, this is a handsome Ron Perlman. This is what Ron Perlman wishes he was.
It's like he made this and he goes, no, stretch out the nose and really accentuate the jaw. Let's bashing the forehead a little bit.
I want him to look like his head was crushed in with a rock with the Congo ape.
Yeah.
You saw Congo? You know Congo? Yeah, I want that in a human form.
Yeah, we really got to stretch Armstrong's face a little bit here and just
more broad nose, broader.
No, comedically broad. You don't realize how far I'm going
like
here.
Disgusting. Like, yeah, it just looks horrible.
Like not a human nose at some point. That's what we're going for here.
And I want him to be eternally cranky.
Don't let him. His voice registry cannot leave like these deep octaves at all.
Yeah, never.
I want him to sound like he smokes cigars, even though he might not.
And he eats them.
Yeah, he lives on them. Make him
he
cranky and cantankerous and whatever word like that you want to come up with.
I say,
Picture him in God in the Westworld room where they're building robots. Like, yeah.
Anthony Hopkins standing there.
He's
God, what do you think of this creature? Yeah, I like it.
I want him to look like if he plays a monster, we don't have to do much with the prosthetics department.
I want him to be an actor.
Put the things here.
If you could imagine if they were going to do a network show based on John Cocteau's Beauty and the Beast, little makeup beast, go. Oh, I like this. I like where you're taking this, God.
Like all I really have to do is put the wig on him, and that's it. And that's really up to him if he has the hair or not. But I want it to be.
He's got to have the Dave Mustaine hair from 1988. And that's
what was running through my head when I was looking at this dude's face.
Yeah, Ron Perlman. Pretty Ron Perlman.
Just the building of Ron Perlman. Because that's like where you would start, and then you start making these horrific choices from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have like no voice right now. Do you hear it?
That's all right.
All nasally. We went out for Jansen's birthday last night.
Oh, his birthday? How old is he? 22?
He's 31.
Oh my God.
It was pretty good. We went out. No, let's talk about it now real quick, but because he was on the show at one point. But we went to this Italian place, the Sicilian Butcher, and it was really fucking good.
Is it? Okay.
Cannolis. This one.
Oh shit.
Today. Like,
speaking of that, we'll get back to that.
What?
We'll get back to cannoli eating because I just watched The Offer on Paramount Plus.
I
gotta say, Paramount Plus is the shittiest streaming service ever.
Why?
It sucks. The sound goes out. It has commercial breaks and it freezes up because like it's designed to have commercials, but they're not when it's the paid for service. You know how like they have the other features where you get ads.
I'm wondering if you have like a bad download or something. I don't know because I don't
know everything else.
Everything we did Twilight Zone.
Yeah, everything else works. I have no problem with any other streaming service except for Paramount Plus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think something happened, or it's not. Was this on your PS4 again?
And, PS4, and it keeps signing me out too. So
yeah, that's probably something to do with it.
So I think that
I don't think
that's what it is.
Because I watch Paramount Plus and it's fine.
I watched
the commercial thing. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about with the
They have
commercials.
breaks
But
in between.
that happens a lot.
But yeah, if you watch the offer, just know that about 85% of it is bullshit. It is complete fabrication. It's kind of annoying because it's way too long. It's 10 episodes. It should be 6. It is so much wasted time on that show. It's so it drags so much.
Yeah, is that about the making of the movie, The Godfather?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Makes
But
sense,
it's
yeah.
Albert.
Who plays,
It's Albert.
Who plays Bob Evans?
Oh, Bob Evans is great. Matthew Good from Watchmen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
He's
good.
fantastic. He's Bob Evans to a T. He's great. He's got the voice. He talks like Bob Evans. What are you talking, booby?
You ever want a good laugh?
Great.
Watch The Kid Stays in the Picture. Bob Evans was out of his fucking mind.
Oh,
it's this unfettered Bob Evans.
I had my wife was fucking Steve McQueen when I was at the premiere of Godfather.
It's just like a stream of consciousness.
Yeah, he likes to take credit for everything, but they make in the show, you could tell though, because in reality, Francis Ford Coppola and Bob Evans hated each other. I mean, Coppola hates Bob Evans to a degree.
Well, he wanted him out of there. He didn't want to hire him.
Yeah, to a point that Bob Evans begged Francis to do Cotton Club, and Francis Ford Coppola did Cotton Club out of spite, and he made like the worst movie on purpose just to spite Robert Evans. And like he overcharged him, he took millions from him. Like he really was an asshole. He really came back and hit him.
And part of the Cotton Club point for Coppola was he wanted to do a gangster movie that had none of the gangster stuff from Godfather movies.
Right.
So that was his like stipulation there. I don't know if he told Evans about that, but that's why there's no real shooting. All the shooting is like in those little quick little things, little vignettes, and it's all like 30s style. And
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
it's not bad. It's mostly about tap dancing.
Ooh. Well, Gregory Hines is in it, right?
Yeah, Gregory Hines has the tap dancing part.
He's because he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's great in the movie. But all the performance. It's like Coppola movies, the ones in the 80s, they're all like boring as hell, but all the performances are out of this world.
Right, yeah.
Like Mickey Rourke and what is that one with him?
Passion Fish.
No, it's Rumblefish.
Rumblefish, yeah. Blowfish, Rumblefish.
Mickey Rourke. Oh, movie. He talks like this. He doesn't ever speak like this. But he's so goddamn good. Yeah. I was like, what happened to that man?
Did you watch Angel Heart ever?
No, not yet.
You gotta watch it. Yeah, you gotta watch Angel Heart. Angel Heart is fucking good.
Who directed Angel Heart?
I think Alan Pakula.
Okay.
Alan J. Pakula. I think Alan Pakula. I can look it up. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Pakula. But Robert Evans, though, I mean, he's fantastic. He's good. Dan Fogler as Francis Ford Coppola is really good.
Oh, really? That's who Coppola?
Oh, yeah, he's great. He's really good.
He's turned into an actor. He's
good. Yeah.
He's on The Walking Dead, and I'm like, oh, he's really good. And he's in some other show I was watching. I was like, damn, his career's like really taking off.
Wow. Alan Parker. I'm sorry. Alan Parker.
It's been a long time. Alan Parker, even better. He just recently died about a year ago.
Angel.
But
last year.
Anyway,
2 years ago.
We went out to dinner, and then we went out to a comedy club. And
oh no!
I don't know. I laughed. I didn't expect to laugh that much because I didn't know who the guy was. And he's outside talking to everyone beforehand, and Jansen's in the car sleeping because we ate. And I'm like, your comedian's out front, just talking to everyone, right? You can just come hang out with him. And he's like, oh, I'll be there. And he shows up, and we sit there, and we're in the front row, and he's just sitting there roasting. Not him, but Anwar Newton, one of my friends, was actually performing, and I didn't know he was going to be there. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then, the guy shows up. What's his name? He's from Florida. When you see him, you'll know he's from Florida. AC, oh God. Man, I have it on my phone, actually. Let me look it up. It's pretty good. I'll show him in a second, but let's talk about this episode of The Messiah on Mott Street. Oh, here he is.
Well, that guy, he's dying. Energy Robinson is an old Jewish man dying or he's on his way out. The doctor's visiting him. He's worried about him because the tenement building is just cold. And he goes, "It's a Turkish bath in the July. If you've been here in July, it's a Turkish bath." He looks
JC
familiar.
Correa.
I don't know. I don't know. There's
He's
so
done
many
stuff,
comedians.
but I
There's
was
so many
laughing.
comedians now.
Laughing the whole way through. I don't know.
That's good.
Usually I'm like, yeah, it was pretty good, but it was solid.
That's good.
Yeah. He's
So,
dying.
and he's dying.
Sad
Eric G.
omen.
Robinson has a grandson. He has that precocious kid actor grandson that comes, "Grandpa, what are you doing? Grandpa,
You're not
let me
gonna
fondle
die."
you. Let me fondle you one more time, boy.
Oi,
Angel of death, go away. I'm trying to finger butt his hole.
Finger butt his hole.
Finger butt his hole. That came out all wrong. Or did it?
Came out all wrong, just like what you're saying. It's fine.
It's like Eric G. Robinson. Ha!
Isn't it weird that it's Edward G. Robinson in this role when he's mostly known for being like gangsters and bad guys?
Well, in
Tough
his
dude, and he's just like-
later in his career, he was always in bed because Soylent Green. He's in, I think, bed the most of the movie because he's dying. So I just contributed this to being Soylent Green, the precursor to Soylent Green.
He died like 13 months after this.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he was pretty old though. I think was he in his 70s or 80s?
Yeah, he was the age he was portraying here. So
okay, 77 or something like that.
he was like 79 when he died.
79. That's not bad. That's not a bad way to go. Mario Puzo died 79, 1999. I didn't realize he died that long ago. 1999. Shit.
I thought he died within the last
Recently.
15 years.
I thought so too, but I was like, oh shit, no, he died in 1999. He died around the time of Kubrick. Yeah.
Aren't they making more Godfather books like some other author?
Yes, somebody. I think they've done a few. Yeah, they've become like the new Robert Ludlum, where they just keep making these fucking books. Yeah, just like it's like Hair to the Godfather, or Godfather cubed, something bullshit. But it's actually the Hypercube, but it's Godfather.
Oh yeah,
the Cube series.
Well, actually, the offer would be the Hypercube of that because Hypercube is prequel.
Yes. Well,
it's
the
actually
offer
pretty good.
Hyper bullshit because when they put Joe Gallo in it, and Joe Gallo magically is like, well, you guess what? You were giving money to Joe Colombo, or you're giving money to me now on this picture. And they're going, we can't go to Sicily because we have to give the location money to this gangster. And then the guy comes and goes, don't worry about Crazy Joe Gallo. He's dead. And he killed him. But like in reality, Crazy Joe Gallo died a year after The Godfather came out. So all this is all bullshit. It's just all lies. And it's Albert Ruddy like making his myth, like rewriting his myth to make him look like, oh, this uber super producer. And Juno Temple plays somebody that I've never heard of. That I guess she was a big part of The Godfather, but nobody has ever talked about her ever. Not even in any of the behind the scenes stuff on all the DVDs. She's never mentioned ever. But yeah, she's a huge part of this show. Like she's like the right hand man to the producer. So she's like every step she's there.
Does she actually exist, or
yeah, she's a real person. She ended up being a real person, and she was the secretary to Ruddy, the producer at Paramount, and then she became an agent. And I think she's in the From Dusk Till Dawn documentary because she was George Clooney's agent. So she became an agent, and George Clooney was one of her clients. And I think she's in Full Tilt Boogie talking about George Clooney's sex life because she goes, "Oh no, Joe, don't worry about George. He gets it enough." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Lou Ferrigno plays Luca Brasi.
Yeah,
which was funny. Oh, speaking of which, I just watched 2 really awful movies today on Shudder because that's what a Sunday's for.
Oh, it's our guy from RoboCop that turns into a mutant.
Oh yeah, he's the producer. He's one of the slimeball money men on the show. Yeah,
Jack Allard.
And then Bob Evans comes. Jack, you're fucking fired. Get off the fucking set. It was great. They fired his ass because he was trying to take over the production. It's not a bad show. It's just way too long. Like if you're gonna watch it, but like kind of fast forward. Like they like have scenes that don't go anywhere with Bob Evans. Like he just goes to the house to party with hippies, and it's so cheap. It's like it's all shot in Los Angeles, obviously, and it's all shot on the Paramount lot, obviously. It's like really bad. It's so
It's a
cheap.
movie about the Paramount lot, so
Well, that's what I mean. It's like they're saying we're in New York, shooting in New York. No, you're not. It's very
I
obvious.
see. So they're
You are
supposed to
not.
be in New York.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in New York shooting The Godfather on the street in New York, and it's obviously Paramount lot or Universal because it's really very obvious. It's very cheap.
And why is it if you do a historical a biopic about the history of movies, you have to have one of the Hanks in there? Because I'm noticing Colin Hanks is here.
Yeah, he plays a fictional character.
Oh,
His
fun.
character never existed in real life. He's just an amalgamation of different characters in historical context who said, like, I don't want to make this movie. This movie can't be made, blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of people just didn't want it to happen.
The best thing about this movie, this miniseries, is I'm noticing Eric Balfour actually got work. Good for him.
Yes, who is Eric Balfour in this movie?
He is Dean Tavalers.
Oh, he's barely in it.
He's in 5 episodes, though. He got paid.
Yeah, he's barely in it. Yeah, he's not really in it that much. And also, though, I feel I feel bad for the actor that played Connie's husband, because in the show they make him look like the worst human being on the planet, and I don't think that's fair to the real guy because none of the stuff that happens in the show, like they make him look like he hits Talia Shire in the face for real, like method acting, and so they have a scene where James Caan beats. Remember in Godfather, he beats up the brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Well, according to the show,
the trash can lid.
Yeah, according to the show, which has never happened, Jimmy Caan really beats the shit out of him, like because he hit Talia Shire, so he's like, "Oh fuck that guy, I'm gonna beat him up." And it's just a lie. It never happened. It never happened.
Because when you watch the movie, it looks fake as hell.
Well, he misses him. He misses him a few times. I just watched it. I literally just watched The Godfather last night, and he misses him by like this much.
Oh yeah,
it's hilarious.
So no,
it's really funny.
You can't state that's true when in the movie he's not even coming close.
I do know that when he threw the little piece of wood, the little bat at him, he did hit him in the head. But that was a cut. That was a cut, and he says he threw it because he had it. Jimmy Caan just took out as an improv. He says, I knew these guys in the neighborhood had these bats with them. So I was like, I'll give me one of those to put in the car and I'll throw it at him. And he chucked it. He goes, I didn't mean bing bomb his coconut. I felt bad about it because like I hit him in the head. Bing bong, his coconut. He was down. I was like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, any kind of like, but they try to make him look like he's a fucking sexual predator. He hates women. He beats women. And that never happened. So no, the actor that played Talia Shire's husband, the actor, and the real actor's still alive, and like he's taught, like, and even Talia Shire says, yeah, that never happened. So I don't know.
Why would he beat her in real life? Because it's all off camera. He grabs the belt and it like does this.
Yeah, no, you never see it. Yeah, you never see it. And I watched it, like I said, he never punches her. He's whipping her with his belt, and he never hits her. He never really hits her. Yeah. So he's really careful, and you can tell he's being kind of careful.
That scene is brutal too.
Yeah,
you don't see much. It's like all in your head. Yeah,
it's well done.
Really beat the shit out of her. There's no point. It's all off camera. What would be the advantage?
And they showed that because Coppola was his sister. So in the show, Coppola's like, "Oh my god, he really hit her! Oh no!" And then like they made it's just they take some liberties. Where you're just like that never fucking happened. It's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
They need to preface it by going, "This is." Some of this, a lot of it's artistic liberty. They almost need to do that with something like this.
Well, they don't. They don't even have a disclaimer. It just says like previously on The Offer. Like that's all they have.
But like in the first episode, they don't say anything.
No. Like I said, I think this is Albert Ruddy rewriting his myth. He's trying to make him look like himself look like this uber badass. Like he dealt with the mafia. He had to deal with the mafia for this movie, and none of that happened because I guess they were saying like. The mafia didn't want to be portrayed. They hated Mario Puzo. They hated The Godfather.
Oh, yeah.
When actually, no, they didn't. They loved it. Like they loved the book and they loved Mario Puzo. Nobody ever said that. That never happened. But in the show, they have to build that tension. So it's all made up. It never happened in real life.
Well, I'm sure they'd rather have a movie like that with The Godfather where it's like treated like a serious family and this is what we do. And they're not like, they're shooting random. Like they got to hate that. Yeah. Like those. Edward G. Robinson, they gotta hate his movies where it's just like
right.
shooting Tommy guns in public. You get that, like Little
Yeah.
Caesar.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because Giovanni Ribisi plays Joe
always in
Colombo.
these.
Oh, he's great. He talks like this. Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't know. He's hilarious. He's actually really good in it. And in reality, he got
Scientologist. Oh, sorry.
Is he really?
Oh yeah.
I guess I think he dabbles. I dabbled in it a little bit. It's fine.
No, he's still in there.
I love Scientology. It was Beck. Beck's my friend. I love you,
Anyway.
Beck. And he's Joe Colombo. And in reality, he was the head of the Italian Anti-Defamation League. That was his thing. And I guess he got hit, in a rally. He got shot 3 times in the head and lived, but he was paralyzed. He was in a coma for like 7 years.
Oh, Larry
he
Flint
never.
did.
Yeah, he didn't talk. He was basically in a coma for 7 years, and he finally died 7 years after he got shot in the head 3 times. But in the show, he gets like shot in the shoulder and in the stomach. And he literally got shot 3 times in the head in real life. That's what they said in the documents and like the stories about him. They said he was shot in the head 3 times. Like, that's fucking tough.
There's a show, it's like Showtime, something like that, but it's about Lakers versus Celtics and stuff. And it's
the HBO show. It's the championship season or this.
Yeah,
season,
and that show
like
is just as bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah,
it's either like everyone's like super heightened, or they start to combine people, and it's like these are people we know in our lives. You can't really do that.
Right.
You can do that when it's like you're making Alexander, sort of thing. Like I'm not gonna know if like you combine 2 characters. But like,
you have to do that.
They make Jerry West like a fucking idiot. It's like Jerry West is one of the smartest guys in basketball. Why him? Why do you make him like a weirdo?
It's like the Matt Damon puppet from Team America.
Yeah,
they just made that joke because the puppet looked stupid. It wasn't any way, shape, or form a reflection on Matt Damon. It was just a reflection on the physical puppet.
No, when Trey Parker got the puppet, he goes, "This thing's like dumb as shit," and he started doing the Matt Damon thing.
Matt Damon, Matt Damon.
It was actually him making fun of the guy who made the puppet. It wasn't.
Yeah, so it was exactly. But that happens even in history, in historical records. Yeah. It's like this guy was really smart. No, he's a fucking dumb shit.
Yeah,
Einstein was a fucking dumbass.
And that's why I'm now having like. We'll eventually talk about this episode real quick, but that's why I'm really having like trust issues with that Olivia Wilde, Shia LaBeouf story that's going on.
Oh,
because I watched that John Bernthal thing with Shia LaBeouf. I'm like, man, this is a sharp kid. I didn't realize he was only a few years younger than me. I thought, or 2 years younger, I think.
Yeah,
only.
He's young,
basically our age.
Yeah,
but I didn't realize. I thought he was like in his 20s, but I'm like, this is a sharp dude. And now I'm like hearing none of it makes sense from what Olivia Wilde's saying.
Well, he had all of it on his phone because she text messaged him, and he recorded. He had the receipts. That's the new term I've learned. He showed the receipts, which is like the proof of everything. And I think that's a good phrase. Show me the receipts. Show me and he had it, and he fucking told her, and basically it was a big middle finger to her, and she's just looking like an idiot now. And I guess the critics are bashing her movie, calling her a fake feminist because she's just a bitch. Nobody likes her. Right.
What's her name?
No, Florence Pugh hates her. Florence Pugh hates her. Like,
well, I can tell by
animosity.
Watching someone talk because Florence seems like an awesome person I want to hang out with. And Olivia Wilde seems like an alien built, and she has no connection to reality. Shia LaBeouf was like going through a phase, obviously, but watching him talk to John Bernthal was like, damn, this kid is sharp and like on top of his shit now. And I'm sure he had the
he grew up. He had to grow. He had to grow up.
But that was
talking about
So I'm compiling all this in my head, and I'm like, okay, Olivia Wilde's even more insane than I think.
Oh no, she's nuts. Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how. Isn't it? And I heard something. I don't want to talk about celebrity gossip, but what's his name from Ted Lasso is really having problems with her and the kids, like trying to get
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, Jason Sudeikis, and I'm like, okay, this is all starting to add up to Olivia Wilde just being insane.
Yeah, no, she's a cunt.
Yeah, she's a cunted cunt. I don't know.
She's a cunty cunt. You're cunny.
Messiah Master.
Cunny.
He's dying in bed. There's really nothing to talk about. It's just him dying in bed, and he tells the kid there's a Messiah.
No, it's the Robert Redford episode from Twilight Zone. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, it's a little nothing in the dark, a little bit of talking about the Art Carney episode.
A little bit of The Fugitive.
I'm blanking on the name of that episode.
Art Carney one?
Season 2. It's from season 2 because it's on video.
Is it?
It is called
A Merry Little Drunk.
Fuck it, I'll look it up. We're doing it. Oh, Nick of Time. No, not Nick of Time. That's the
Nick of
Shatner.
Time. That's Shatner.
It's called
Don't treat me like I'm a retarded child.
Night of the Meek.
There you go.
It's on the schedule in a couple years.
Night of the Merkin.
We're doing a redux of that, and then we're also doing the Nick of Time from I think the 2002 series.
Oh wow!
I think it's
They did a 2002 Nick of Time. Oh wow! Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it the same idea?
In the 80s.
The same idea that Jordan Peele had, only had nothing to do with Nick of Time. He just showed the
not Nick
bobblehead
of Time.
devil.
No, we're talking about the Art Carney one.
Meek. Night of the Meek. Okay.
Night of the Meek. They did I keep combining the two names for some reason, but
that's fine. Yeah,
they did a remake of it. I forget. I think it was 2002 that did it, but it's probably terrible.
Probably.
Okay, so the kid goes out and he starts looking for the prophet or the Messiah, and then he has 3 people. He finds the Messiah real goddamn quick.
Literally.
He goes up to Santa Claus and he's like, "You're the Messiah." And the typical New York Santa, "The fuck's wrong with you, kid? You don't recognize Santa?" And he's like, "I'm a Jew." He's like, "I knew something I didn't like about you."
You fucking guy, you kike bastard. This is because of you. We lost World War II. Wait, what? It doesn't make any sense. No. And then he finds Jesus. Like literally, the guy looks like Jesus.
Yeah, they're really on the nose with this shit. But
he goes, "Don't talk to me about your grandfather."
Just see him, huh? You don't even recognize Santa Claus. That's me, Santa Claus.
That's a
Don't
good
you
point.
even recognize Santa Claus?
I'm Jewish.
Fuck
Santa
this.
Claus, the Messiah.
Yeah, then he finds Jesus. I want to see Jesus.
He goes, "Your grandfather's going to burn in hell."
Yeah, he does not hold back.
There he is. It's like Michael Gross meets John Glover meets Michael Good.
I'm seeing a lot of those first 2 guys. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Evil paid at last.
You're not the Messiah.
I am the Messiah.
It's ridiculous.
I really
the
hope
third guy
Fight,
comes up.
I hope Fight Code is my Messiah. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
imagine that if it's Fight Coda.
It'd be really weird now because he's dead.
Well, exactly.
So Yaphet Kotto shows up and he's like, "Oh, you're looking for the Messiah? What's going on?" And he seems like he has no idea what's going on. And they're playing. He's playing the role of one of your favorite terms.
Oh, mystical Negro. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've done a lot of projects lately that have had this trope.
This trope, yes.
Yeah, because we just did Nick Cage movie, The Family Man.
Yes, with Don Cheadle portraying the MN.
That's what is that what we need to call it?
The MN, yeah, there you go.
The mystical N.
Well, usually that's usually reserved for Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, not lately.
Not lately, yeah. And now it ain't going to be for Will Smith because Will Smith, I think his career's over.
I just saw on Facebook, this girl posted a video and it's like the Will Smith. It's like this old. She's like this old movie. Will Smith ripped off this old movie and it was like the guy doing the jokes about the guy's wife and he gets up and slaps him and he yells at him to keep him. It's like, oh, this old movie. See, the exact same thing happened there. And then people were roasting her because it's like that's a skit made about the Will Smith thing. And then one of the comedian goes, "That's literally me in the video."
That's funny.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm surprised she didn't.
Come on,
she didn't pull out that clip of Eddie Murphy slapping Dave Chappelle in The Nutty Professor. Remember that one?
No,
I think it was Dave
Real
Chappelle.
Life? Real life?
No, the movie. In the movie, because remember he makes fun of him, calls him fat, and he roasts him, and they go back to the club, and it's Eddie Murphy as Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah.
And he takes his finger, he breaks his fingers basically. He goes, "Sing with it!" Ah! And he screams, breaking his fingers. And I think it was Dave Chappelle. I'm pretty sure it's Dave Chappelle in Nutty Professor.
Probably was.
I need to be because it could have been Eddie Griffith, but I think it's Dave Chappelle. I'm almost
But-
positive it's him.
Then you got that following into Dave Chappelle getting attacked with a knife.
Oh, yes, very good.
He goes back, and then basically they all wait for the old man to die. They think he's dead, and instead of helping him, they just lock the kid in the room with him because they think he's dead, the old man. And then the old man's alive, and Yaphet Kotto disappears. But I think I know what happened to Yaphet Kotto. I found his death here in a deleted scene. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
He does die in this episode. It's just that
Yes, he does.
Really weird. Really weird.
Yes, that's from a real movie, people. That's from a real movie. That's from a blockbuster hit movie.
That's from a movie.
That's
the
pathetic.
worst James Bond movie.
That's
that
pretty
one is
bad.
Just the worst. That's like
pretty
a super
bad.
racist one.
That's pretty bad.
They didn't
And
even
Yaphet
try.
Kotto-
He's not even the same color. He's like 15 shades darker.
He's literally a black balloon. It's a black balloon. That's what it is.
Baby's black balloon.
It's so bad.
Goo Goo Dolls kick in.
Oh man, it's terrible. I mean, I had that. Yeah, I'm still in shock that was actually they filmed that and said, "Yeah, fuck, can't get any better than that."
I'm more amazed that you saw that movie and that you didn't remember that.
I think I could be wrong. I think I've seen like a good three quarters of it. Maybe I never finished it. I don't like the Roger Moore Bond movies. I don't think
terrible.
I haven't seen half of them. I've seen Octopussy. I've seen half of Moonraker. I think I've seen.
You still call it Moonraker?
Yeah,
that's one red flag.
Moonraker.
Moonraker. I actually like Moonraker, and then he gets to the moon. It's a solid movie until he gets to the moon.
Yeah,
and it's only like the last 20 minutes he's on the moon.
I like the actor that plays Hugo Drax, though. He's great. He's in Ronin and he's in Munich, and he's like the great father figure to Eric Bana. But he goes, "You're not my family. You could have been my son, but you're not. You're not family. We have hands of butchers." And they make the cook. They're amazing chefs, but yet they're murderers. We're killing Vichy scum. But
that made it sound like you're talking about Star Trek.
No. World War II French Vichy, the Vichy government that they had to assassinate here and there. But yeah, and then basically Yaphet Kotto, who's in the same outfit, by the way, from the James Bond movie. He's wearing the same outfit. He really is. When he's not in his mailman outfit.
There's a great scene early on. Okay, they talk about the Messiah and how it's real, and he leaves, and then Yaphet Kotto shows up as a mailman and gives him a check. Yeah.
From the brother who said earlier, it's Chekhov's gun. There's a mention of the check. The check comes at the end.
Yeah, it's this. She says the brother's crazy and he's ranting about being rich and owning land in California. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I noticed in this scene the doctor doesn't give two fucks about his HIPAA violation.
Yeah, right.
He goes, well, if you go in there, you got to realize his heart. He starts talking about the specifics of this guy's mental or this guy's physical. He's basically giving away the game here, just reading off his chart. Like his heartbeat's all over the place. He's fucked. He's got his lungs are scarred.
Yeah, gout.
And he keeps going. And she's like, I don't. Why are you telling me this? I'm pretty sure this is illegal.
His dick is crooked. His dick is crooked. My fingers on his butt. He's a Jew like me, right?
Yeah. There's like weird edit here where he goes, Merry Christmas. She goes, Happy Hanukkah. And he's like, and he's walking out the door. It's like, oh, God.
So cold out?
And I think it's going to snow.
Just right for the Yuletide season.
This baby does not stop crying this entire episode, by the way.
Is that a baby in the other
see you. Merry Christmas, Miss Moretti.
Happy Hanukkah, Doctor.
Happy Hanukkah.
Such a weird edit.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah. Hanukkah.
Shunalaka. Oh, happy Hanukkah. Oh.
I noticed Night Gallery in the TZ, the original TZ, like the episodes about doctors doing home visits.
Yes, well, it's perfect. They have the medical, straight narrow medical man coming to the door to do a house visit.
and you don't have to do a hospital set.
No, God, no.
No, way cheaper if he just visits them. And even she calls him out. She's like, "You're still doing house calls, huh? Nobody does that anymore. Weird." Like she's basically like giving away the game right there. Like, oh, it's like we're trying to save money here. Okay, cool.
Well, you just said Happy Hanukkah to me, dear. You
Yeah.
save money on my practice.
And I played that clip of the kid going, "I don't know who Santa is. I'm Jewish."
Yeah.
And then at the end, he's like, "It's Christmas."
Yeah, what the fuck?
Running around. I'm like,
shit. Yeah, that's bullshit, little
Confusing kid.
bastard. Little stupid
I
shit.
gave it a 6.
I gave it a 7. I enjoyed it. I thought it was sweet. It was actually not that bad. So it's actually on my top 5 Night Gallery episodes, probably.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
I mean, top 10.
Or
I'd say
not.
top 10.
Yeah,
Top 10.
I did not like it. I just liked it.
I enjoyed it.
If it was 20
was
minutes
sweet.
shorter,
Yeah.
it would have been awesome. It would have been a sweet little.
Yes, I
little
agree.
episode. It just.
I liked.
There's so much. Everett G. Robinson is fucking awesome in it.
Yes.
He kills this episode. He's the best actor so far in a Night Gallery episode.
Yeah. And Yaphet Kota's great.
Yeah.
I like Yaphet Kota. Well, Yaphet Kota, to me, I like him in everything he's in because he's always kind of like he's like just such a good actor in everything he does. It's just like you automatically just buy it because he's got that soft smile and he has giant eyes. You just like it's like the Avatar effect with those big old cat eyes. You just sucked in, and it's just like that's Yaphet Kota's power. He's like, oh my god, this guy's great. I love Yaphet Kota.
And he has like the power to say anything with sincerity.
Yeah, he's great. He's like the first Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
in a weird way, his voice and his way, the way he pronounced it. He's great. Like he's great in Alien. He's great in Blue Collar. Blue Collar is a great movie. You gotta watch that one with Richard Pryor, and it's written by Paul Schrader. It's a comedy. Blue Collar. It's one of Spike Lee's favorite movies, and it's actually a great movie about race, about the races, and how like we're just being pushed down by the rich people to continue the fight. Like it's just a class thing. It has nothing to do with race. It's just everybody's pushing each other down just so they can do it and get away with this shit. It's pretty good. It's a great
like, badges.
Nice hat.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah, Yaphet Kota.
It's great.
To the whole earth.
Goodbye, man. He's hit by
that guy life so I could take yours.
Oh, by the way, you owe a debt. Ah! I'm soul seeker. Soul seeker.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad.
I won't disagree with your 7. It's just I couldn't get past the length.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
In the repetition.
You're right.
And the repetition is due to the length. And it's very, very similar to Nick. I keep wanting to say Nick of Time. Why?
Nick Cage.
It's very, very similar to Nick Cage.
I like to pretend that I'm the Messiah, and I go to people's houses and I deliver mail to them, and it's always a good letter with a check in it. It's a check written by me to them. They just don't know that because I'm the Messiah. No, you're not. You're an actor. Don't cash it. Oh, the IRS $20 million.
Yeah, it says cash when I make National Treasure 3. They're making a TV show, National Treasure, without him.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Blasphemy.
That's stupid. No one's gonna watch it.
He is the National Treasure in that movie.
He is a national treasure. God damn it!
Did they not watch the movies?
I know. It's like the writers of She-Hulk.
Okay, they're okay.
It's like She-Hulk. They never read one comic of She-Hulk because they wrote the show. That's what I heard. I don't watch it, but I heard. That's what the internet's telling me.
Yeah, I don't need to watch it.
It's
probably gonna be the first Marvel thing I don't watch.
I could care less. I think she's hot though. I think she's hot as there's something about green skinned women. I think we need to have that in real life. I don't know what it is. It's sexy. She looks better as Hulk than she does as her own self. It's weird. It's just she looks prettier. It's weird.
Good luck getting over this. And
I'm not. I'm gonna find her. She's out there somewhere. She's got jaundice, real bad, some kind of disease.
Yeah.
Instead of yellow, she's green.
I should have sent you that Star Trek porn that Adam left me.
Oh God, with so
you can see him
green.
fuck green women.
Oh my God.
I will say though, speaking of Lou Ferrigno, him in green.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
That's great. I'm Lou Ferrigno.
Uh,
The only reason he talks
All he
like
did.
that is because he's deaf.
yeah, but the only thing he did in that whole show is that's it.
Did you ever watch Pumping Iron
No.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Well, Lou Ferrigno was in it because that's when he was working out, and Arnold Schwarzenegger like makes fun of him, like he calls him deafy or something. Like he makes fun of his hearing. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger's a dickhead. Arnold Schwarzenegger's an asshole.
He's a big muscle dude, of course. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Take it.
So long, Yafa Kodo. And Edward G. Robinson.
Love you, MN.
Between shows. Like elevator music.
It almost sounds like the
in the hall.
Oh, I almost thought it was Prince's music from Batman.
Oh no, yeah, it does sound like that too.
Honey man, oh yeah. Did you know that in oh wow, that was pretty amazing. What was that?
Oh, I don't need the banner. It's on the bottom of the screen. Good.
Oh, fantastic.
You know what I want is a Batman movie about Bob.
Ha!
I want Bob to get his own movie. Poor
Bob. That's never going to happen.
No. Random characters that get their own prequel stories. All right, let's see if this... We're live. We're recording. Get in the room with him because they think he's dead. The old herd. Okay. All right.
Oh, so yeah, I watched 2 bad movies today.
Oh, hold on.
I was going to tell you this.
Yes. We're recording now. Go ahead.
I watched 2 bad movies today on Shudder. Because all Shudder's good for is they have really bad 80s movies. Yeah. And I watched Vigilante, starring Robert Forster, Fred Williamson, and the great Woody Strode, who Woody Strode looks like he's like dying in this movie because it must have been his last movie. He looks so sick. And it's basically about, it should be remade today. It's like a Death Wish, but light movie. It's like a lower budgeted Death Wish because nobody really dies. Like it takes forever for them to do anything. The movie's 90 minutes long, and the ending, like the final act with Forrester getting revenge, is the last 10 minutes of the movie. Like literally the last 10 minutes. Vigilante from 1981, I think.
82? Here it is. Yeah.
82, yeah, Vigilante. It's terrible. It's literally half an hour. It's 90 minutes, and it's the fastest 90 minutes you'll ever watch because essentially his wife and child get this gang goes into their house. They blow away the child who hiding behind a window. They shoot him with a shotgun, and then they mortally wound the wife and like cut her up and they don't rape her, but they cut her up brutally. So like they cut her up, they cut her boob off or something. It's all fucked up. And then Robert Forster comes home and he's like, "What's going on over here?" And he takes them to court, and the judge dismisses the case because of some issue that happened. And he goes, What's going on here? What? And Robert Forster goes crazy. He killed my kid. And the judge goes, "You're out of order. You're in contempt. I'm going to sentence you to 2 years in prison." He goes, "What?" And then Forster like runs after the judge and tries to beat him up, but they take him away. So Robert Forster goes to prison. His wife's in the hospital. His
for
kid's
2
dead.
years?
I don't know if it's 2 years. So okay.
Damn, that is hard. I think that the most you can get is 90 days.
I think it's like 2 weeks. But in the 2-week period, he literally he goes into prison. He's in prison. He's not in jail. He's in a prison. And he's sitting there, and Woody Strode watches him, and he's smoking in the common area, and this is what's very progressive about this movie.
6 months in jail is the maximum, by the way.
Okay, so is it 6 seasons, 6 months, something like that? Because I could have sworn somebody said 2 years. Like, there's no way. Because the wife gets out of by the time he gets out of prison, his wife is getting out of the hospital. So she took probably 2 weeks to get fixed. So maybe it's 2 weeks in the hospital, in prison. But again, it's not jail, it's fucking prison.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? So he's in prison, and the best part is the sisters in this movie, it's a white guy with a beard with a 7-foot tall, broad black guy. So the black guy, and it's not even like, because usually in prison, it's like they're separated by race.
And that's not Woody Strode?
No, Woody Strode is just the guy that saves him, saves Robert Forster from the rape in the shower. He comes and saves the day. Because
I was looking up Robert.
You can see Robert Forster naked.
You'll never guess what his last movie was, actually.
Oh God,
Quick and the Dead.
He's in that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who he is in that movie.
He's also in the Cotton Club, which we talked about in the last episode.
Yeah, wow.
He plays Charlie Moonlight in the Quick and the Dead.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I don't remember that part. He must have died on the making of that movie. He had to have died while he was shooting.
He died in 94. So yeah, he must have died during it because it came out after he died. Oh, it's got Steve James in there too. Is that who the 7-foot black dude is?
No, Steve James is a cop. Steve James is a random cop who gets totally fucking blown away in the last 10 minutes of the movie. Again, all this stuff happens. It's boring. Nothing happens for literally 70 minutes. And in the last 20 minutes, everything happens.
Is Steve James in the Cannon documentary? He's got to be.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, I didn't know when that was made.
He's
in it.
He
died in 93.
He died a long time ago.
Died.
Yeah, he died when he was like 42. It's sad. It's real sad. He died when he was like
41.
40-something years old. Yeah, it's too bad. That guy was great. I love Steve James.
All right, sorry, I am distracting the hell out of you from finishing.
No, it's fine. No, it's just visually. We aren't on the second movie yet because the second movie is way worse. And I'll just say it stars our favorite Ronnie Howard's brother.
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard, our favorite Clint Howard.
Ice Cream Man?
No, I watched something better. That really makes no sense, but it's hilarious because he's floating. The last 10 minutes of that movie, he's floating and he kills people floating. It's hilarious. It's called Evil Speak. It's 1981. He plays a military school kid who gets bullied, and the whole point of the movie is he gets kicked off the soccer team. That's like the whole plot of the film is they want him off the soccer team because he's no good.
I've seen this poster before.
It's awful. It makes no fucking sense at all.
It's got a 5.6.
But it's hilarious. The ending, the last 10 minutes is where everything happens. Because again, all these movies are front loaded where nothing happens for 70 minutes. Then the last 20 is when everything happens.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing the ending here in the trailer.
Yeah, no, that's all that happened. Yeah, he kills everybody in the church. No, that's not even part of it.
Okay.
That happened earlier. That's when he gets he's getting attacked by all the kids. And it's horrible.
This looks awful.
It's like bad.
Nobody else in this movie that I recognize people. Like Richard Mole's in it, but like it's all nobody.
Richard Mole is in it. Richard Mole is in it for a total of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he's in the beginning, he cuts the girl's head off, which actually has a great transition. He's sacrificing this woman because he's an evil Satan priest. He cuts off a girl's head with a sword, and it transitions into a soccer ball, and it's being played with on the film. It's brilliant transition. But you have Evil Speak, and it's all about a computer that's attached to hell. But the computer.
Here's Richard Mole looking very much like Don Swayze.
That's like now. That's not even then. Look at
2015.
That. Oh my God. That looks like Richard Mole.
All right. Sorry. Computer attached to the hell?
It's like he stumbles upon this underground, this weird like dungeon under the church of the military school. Don't ask. They never explain it. It's never explained at all. And some old character actor lives down there. And so he's cleaning it out for the school because it's like his job. He's kind of cleaning it out. And Luca Brasi from The Godfather is in it. He plays the janitor / cook in the cafeteria, which is so weird to see Luca Brasi in a horror movie with Clint Howard. He cooks him steak and he gives him a puppy. It's like, what the fuck is this movie? It's bizarre. Wow. You gotta watch it.
Cooks a steak and gives him a puppy.
And then, of course, they kill the puppy. The puppy dies, of course.
I might have to get Shudder. It's like one of the few services I don't have now.
Shudder's like $4. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like it has Creep Show. The show has a lot of good shows.
AMC Plus has a Shudder built in.
Does it? Okay. No, yeah, Shudder's worth getting. They have a bunch of just random shit movies, and sometimes they got really good documentaries. I hope they get that. There's a new It documentary about the miniseries called Pennywise, where it's like a 4-hour documentary about the making of that movie.
God.
And it looks really good.
Way too long, though. Way too long.
I know, but it might be. Well, shit. You ever watch the Never Sleep Again documentary about Nightmare on Elm Street? That's 4 hours long.
Is that really 4 hours?
It's 4 hours. And it's really good, though. It's very good. I saw it in 2 parts because they split it up. So I watched it like 2 hours at a time. It's really good. It's very well done. It's a good documentary about the whole. Like, I never have to watch those movies because I saw the documentary.
We'll talk about Night Gallery in a minute here.
Yeah, it's fine. And actually, this Night Gallery episode, I put this on my top 5.
Well, let's get into it.
I really like this Night Gallery episode.
Let's get into it.
Sure.
Let's see. What do you want? Simpsons?
Yes, sure.
Great Caesar's ghost, a talking Krusty doll.
I'm Krusty the Clown, and I love you very much.
That doll is evil, I tells ya. Evil! Evil!
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
I'm Krusty the Clown, and I don't like you. I'm Krusty the Clown, and I'm going to kill you.
Didn't even pull the string that time.
Time again for your weekly sojourn in the nether regions, where we offer you paintings hopefully proving that insomnia is much to be desired over somnolence, for better a wakeful night than an unwelcome dawn, if you will. All of which is perhaps a slightly agonized invitation to keep your eyes open here. We offer you paintings like this one, a graphic illustration of one of the most persistent and eternally recurring nightmares, shared all too commonly by all of us. That fear of being helplessly trapped in some inescapable circumstance, and with it the hope that we can discover an exit. The title of this painting is The Other Way Out, and it poses the question, is this trip desirable? Because this is the Night Gallery.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to that LIW Toys. It was a 390. Night Gallery 308. The Other Way Out. Definitely one of the top 5 episodes of Night Gallery out there. I'm Phoenix West. I want to show the painting because they zoom out here and it's a cool. Let me back up just a little bit here. Oh, fast forwarded. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
They do a cool zoom. I'm going to mute it though. But they do a cool zoom out here and you realize how detailed this painting actually is. It's pretty cool painting. And it actually makes sense with the story. It's like they read the script or it was about beforehand.
They actually cared.
Yeah, this is essentially a Tales from the Crypt episode. That's all I could think about during that whole last half, I should say.
Yeah.
I guess it's about half, right?
Yeah.
Do you notice how aggressive the season 3 music is for Night Gallery?
It really is. It got to the point where just like, fuck it, no one's watching. Make it really loud.
Jesus Christ.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Watch it.
Don't change the channel, you son of a bitch.
Like really getting your attention.
Jack Laird isn't going to work again after this. You know that. I was like, fuck you.
Oh,
Jack
hopefully
Laird.
not.
He changed the channel like 5 times. Well, in those days, 2 times because that's all you got. You got 2 other channels to watch.
Yeah, the other channel is static.
It ain't like it used. The antenna only gave you 3 channels. That was NBC, ABC, CBS. That was it. And maybe PBS.
Yeah,
that came later. That came later, though. That was like God, that had to be late 80s. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm not an expert in that, so maybe it's earlier. But
Yeah,
what a
I'm sure it
time
was
to be
earlier.
alive when all we had was antenna television.
Yeah.
And now it's
Well, it
ruined.
used to be like, I mean, even though I grew up in HBO and had that was just in the living room. So if you were in
Yeah.
any other room, like,
Oh,
'cause,
forget it. Yeah.
parents watching TV, you had
Yeah.
4 channels. We had Fox by the time we were around, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was it. And the other channel there, in one of them, you had to switch over to play any Nintendo or anything.
Yeah.
I don't miss that.
Well, the living room would have the Nintendo, or usually we put in the other room, put in one of the bedrooms, and the VCR would be in the living room. You would have VCR anywhere else. That was like the center, the location of everything. We didn't have Blu-ray players and PS4s and in every room. Yeah, fuck you, children who grew up today. And you got your phone now. It's basically a television set with everything that you can possibly want. Fuck
Kids
you,
will never know
children.
about finding porn in the woods.
No, they will never understand waiting late for the Eastern feed of Cinemax to give you Emmanuel in space.
Oh my God, I did get Showtime Plus or Showtime, whatever it's called. It was part of the package with Paramount, I believe.
Yeah, really.
And I was checking out the categories, and they literally have the Skinemax package on there. Like,
do they really? Oh shit!
Yeah, it's like all their filthy movies, and I'm like,
you
can just watch these now. Like the special feeling's gone.
I
You
know.
can watch them at 11 a.m.
A young upstart wants to start a career in the magazine industry. It's all these old 1990 subplots that no one knows what a magazine is anymore. She wants to run the magazine. The
Hot Shot magazine editor.
The manager, who's the woman CEO, is a lesbian, and she has to lure her in, and they have a seduction scene. And then
movie. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all. I'm getting excited here.
I didn't realize you were going with a bit.
I was lost in my outline for my sex show.
I know every movie in the early to mid 90s it was a thriller. Always had the web of deception in the plot description.
Yeah.
Even the porno, even the softcore porn. Web of deceit.
The softcore porn where a man inserted his penis in her belly button every time.
Oh yeah. She would ride essentially his lowest rib.
He had a stoma in her stomach, and he was fucking her stoma. That was not her vagina or her butthole. It was nowhere near that.
No, unless he had just a ridiculous hog.
Apparently,
and she was up that high just so she didn't get her internal organs pierced.
I think I heard somewhere that those movies would shoot 2 different sequences. They would do one that was the softcore, and one was hardcore. So they would actually do a hardcore version of that movie, but it wouldn't be released hardcore on cable.
You hear that, but you would see some proof by now.
I'm sure that exists. I'm sure they're out there.
I've tried to happen a few times, but I don't think that was standard practice. It was way cheaper back then to just, we're done.
Fake it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Ride his belly button. Okay, we're on to the next one.
Come on, Gloria. Let's go.
So I will say, The Other Way Out, I could not focus on the first part. It wasn't the episode's fault, I'll say that. But I'm watching it, I'm like, so the beginning here, I'm going to rely on you because I was watching it and I kept getting called out of the room, and I'm like, what is happening? There's a woman because he has a newspaper, and it's go-go dancer mysteriously slain is what it says.
Yeah, that's the setup. That's the setup of the episode, and because you just set up the fact he's a boring businessman. He's got a hot secretary that brings in some flowers for something, and he's just and he looks at the papers. Oh, this go-go dancer was slain. No one knows who did it, and he's like, oh, and then he gets I think he goes to lunch, and in his coat pocket is a letter that tells him to open up his glove compartment in his car for instructions.
I missed all that. Okay.
It basically, it's because he says, "Oh, sir, you forgot your coat." They're coming out of the restaurant. He goes, "Oh, thank you, portavoy." And he sees that there's a note in there. He pulls it out, and it says to his name, and it says he opens it and he says, "Open up your glove compartment for more information. Don't tell anyone." So he goes to his car, and they're inside the glove compartment. It's a map and all this stuff about where to go, and they basically say, basically in the thing is, we know what you did. Give us $10,000 at this address. Blah blah blah. You better get here at this time.
I put all that together later because he basically says it. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah.
now I know what happened.
That's where it all
But
started. Yeah, it was all
what's
that
happening.
scene,
All I saw was him read the newspaper, like I'll go. I'll call you if I need you.
Yeah.
And then he's driving like a lunatic, and he gets pulled over, and he's the cop, and it's like awkward as shit, like the Blob when they in the beginning.
Yeah.
Pulled over, and I'm like, this is awkward. He's like, I gotta be somewhere, and he leaves, and he's swerving all over and crashes the car. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And you forgot about his wife.
Really
his wife tracked him down too. Remember? And she goes, "I want to take your car because I need to use it." And he goes, "My car's in the shop." He goes, "I can't give it to you right now. Fucking take a cab!" Like he yells at her and drives away. It's hilarious. He's just like, "I can't do it right now. I gotta go to Malibu. Leave me alone." And he drives away.
Is this her right here?
That's the man.
That's not his wife.
That's the boy that brings the cars.
Boy.
What's it called? There she is.
His wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, missed all of this. I need to rewatch the beginning.
She just goes.
I didn't realize how much I missed till right now.
She goes, "The car is still in the garage. I had to find you to get your car." He goes, "What? What? Why?" She says, "Well, I want to take your car." "Well, I can't let you have it. I have to go to Malibu for business. So just take a cab or something. Leave me alone." He's just pissed off. It's hilarious.
He's great in the episode. His freak outs.
Is. He's really good.
He doesn't go over the top like I would expect.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the episode is he hits a pole, and then he goes inside this. It reminded me of the shack from one of the MST3K movies. Which one was that? Was that the Legend of Boggy Creek?
Maybe
with that guy inside. Oh no, it was
that was the final sacrifice.
Yeah, that guy. But it was also that big fat dude from Werewolf.
Yeah.
But it's Burl Ives, and he's he's basically like, I need a car, like I crashed my car, and he's like trying to use a phone. He's like, yeah, it's because I hit the pole. I'm like, why are you trying to whatever? Okay, and he's like, I got a tractor, and he's like, all right, well, can I borrow that? And he's like, well, you got to ask Sonny.
Yeah,
he said the Sonny character.
Sonny's gonna be here. You gotta wait for Sonny.
It's my grandson's car, Sonny. I can't speak for him. Apparently, he owns a tractor or a car.
He owns a car, the house, the deed of the house. And his sister was a murdered go-go dancer.
Yeah, mysteriously slain by this guy. And I wrote down there's a weird photo scene where he's looking around and he finds all these pictures of a woman, and he's like pulls one out of his pocket. And was that the one that was in his envelope?
I think so.
Okay, because I was like, why does he have that?
Yeah,
I was like, I probably missed it in the beginning because at this point I knew I missed a bunch, but I couldn't rewatch it. I didn't have time.
Yeah, that was a cool setup. It's like there's a bunch of pictures in the room with heads chopped out in the circles. He's got a circle picture of this girl's head, and he's saying all, and he fits one. And it's the girl. She's hot. This go dancer was hot, and he brutally murdered her for some reason because she wanted money. She was going to call his wife or something. He goes, "I stopped her. She tries to tell my wife." And then Burl Ives pulls a gun on him, and he goes like, "I knew you were the one." We had he goes, in her journal she had a list of 8 names.
Yeah,
and you were one of them. You're the only one that replied.
Yeah, he said they sent out 8 letters, and it was whoever's name was there, and he's like, "You're the one that showed up."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, he realized he could have avoided all this."
Yeah, that's the best part, I think.
The whole episode is this guy causing his own demise.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's why it feels very Tales from the Cryptish.
Yeah,
it's about, especially the ending, because it's dark as shit.
Yeah, it's really got. Yeah, like I said, this is top 5 Nightcrawler material, but it has the same ending though as the Leslie Nielsen one. It's got the same vibe almost though. It almost could be the same episode in a way.
Yeah, they should have made this instead of that one though. Even though that one's good. They're
very similar because it's about revenge. It's about a house. It's about basically taking yourself out, basically.
And yeah, that one ends like this. That never gets old. Yeah. And this one, the moment Burl Ives grabs the gun.
Yeah.
He grabs his handgun and takes out the clip and throws it out the window. And you see a very slow insert shot of the bullet going in the guy's pocket. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's the other way out. I get it. They spent a little too much time on that shot that it ruined it for me.
Yeah.
So I was just waiting for it. But I did enjoy this guy causing his own demise because he was freaked out about this Sonny guy because Burl Ives kept talking him up like, oh, those dogs are mean, but they're nothing compared to Sonny. They're downright friendly compared to Sonny. Keeps saying all this horrible shit about Sonny. And then he's just taunting him the whole time because he runs outside and he gets attacked by the dogs and runs back in. He's like, fuck this.
He gets his gun to get the bullets.
Yeah, he got his gun, but he shoots them all except for bullets.
Which is stupid. He should have known better. That's again, this is all his own fault, his own demise. And then instead of just leaving, he goes back into the house. Because at that point,
his car's crashed and the dogs are out there.
He could have ran. He could have beaten them with that. He had a baseball bat. He just kept the bat and just would hit him if they came up.
3 dogs.
It's not hard to do. No, there's more than 3. There's like 6 or 7 dogs.
I only saw 3 when it was straight.
There was a lot of them. Yeah, there's more than a few. But
did Siri think you're talking to her?
Did Siri come alive?
I heard Siri noises over there.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
Oh,
ding blang bloom. But
Dickinson and then Burl Ives is just yelling through. He's literally this guy causes his own demise the entire time because Burl Ives is literally sitting there playing a guitar. He's like playing he's having fun. He's just fucking around with it, and he's just like, "Oh, I wouldn't go in there. Oh, there's another way out though." He's just fucking like screaming stuff about Sonny, how bad Sonny's gonna get here soon. You better.
Sonny's on his way.
He's just fucking with him through this small little place.
Well, he's in the crawl space now because he finds a secret passage in between the walls, and so like an idiot, he goes into the walls, and then he finds this. He keeps and he's got the best part is he's got one more bullet in the chamber, and he finds a mirror and he shoots the mirror.
Yeah,
and he's so freaked out, so he goes, Burl Ives goes, you're out of bullets now, son. That's not good. Sonny's gonna have his way with you.
Yeah. Sonny's gonna make you squeal like a pig.
He's gonna put his finger in your tank, just like Brendan Fraser. You hear that story, boy? That Brendan Fraser was sexually assaulted by the head of the Hollywood Foreign Press. I guess he shoved his finger in his tank, and that's what scared him off for a while. So his career kind of faltered because he didn't know who to tell, and he felt like traumatized by it. It was kind of funny.
That's kind of funny for you.
Yeah.
Sexual assault is hilarious.
Sexual assault and human beings' misery is hilarious.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's talk about this episode because that's all this is about.
It's almost over now. And he finds again, like you said, he basically kills himself because he keeps going deeper into the house. So there's like there's a false door on the ground on the floor. He lifts it up. He goes, oh! He climbs down this rope bridge, this rope ladder.
Rope ladder. Yeah.
And it's broken, it's cut. So he falls down, he breaks his leg, basically hitting the ground. And he goes, oh! And then Burl Ives and Sonny, who's like an 8-year-old redheaded boy.
But I love the sound effects. It's like,
yeah.
Sonny's home.
Yeah.
Like someone's off screen just making these noises.
Yeah.
It's sound effects like crazy.
And then
Sonny's home.
Sonny ends up being a Bill Mummy lookalike.
I was thinking Clint Howard.
A little bit. The best part though is when Burl Ives goes, well, I'm probably gonna take Sonny to Disneyland.
I promise to take him to Disneyland. There may be a little saltwater fishing.
Yeah, saltwater fishing. There he is.
Here's Sonny.
That's scary.
He does look evil as shit though. He looks like he can move stuff with his mind.
See, I thought the guy should use that oil lantern to burn down the house.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but
yeah,
I also was like, the point of this is here he is, he's trapped.
Oh yeah,
it looks like he's below a ship when he's down there.
Yeah,
the hole. It's weird, but it's like this pit, and this isn't their house either. I think.
Oh, okay.
Or is it?
Well, he says at the end, we'll be back in a month to check on you.
Yeah. Which, don't bother.
Yeah, you're dead.
What am I going to do for a month?
There's got to be a way though. Out of that house at the bottom.
There would be if his leg wasn't broken.
Well, that's the thing. He's gonna have to mend it.
No, this guy's gonna give up.
It's gonna be like Riddick on the planet when he breaks his leg and he fixes his leg. Riddick tried and he succeeded.
Well, yeah, Vin Diesel won't accept any sort of pain.
He won't accept
I healed with my muscles.
Family takes care of me. Oh no!
But I love the guy starts screaming like, "You said there's another way out. You lied to me." He's like, "I didn't lie. There's that other way out."
Yeah, throws the bullet at him. There you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
And it ends.
How far after they left, time-wise, because he shuts the thing and they leave, how long do you think this guy made it before he just shot himself? I'm going to guess like a couple hours.
I think, I give him a couple hours because he'd probably be crawling around for a bit. But then the thing would be, what if he didn't take the bullet and he loses the bullet and he's looking for it for the next 4 days? No, I can't find the bullet.
Then you're stuck with even a worse idea of bashing your head against the rocks down there.
Or just pull Uma Thurman and Kill Bill 2 and just hit the floorboards.
If they weren't, 12 feet up in the air, you could.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way there's got to be a slope that takes you to the foundation or takes you to the top of the house or where the house starts. I mean, it can't be 50 feet of nothing and then a house.
Well, it appears to be a pit and then a house on top of it.
Yeah,
I don't know how the house is staying there. There's no support beams. There's no.
No, what's the thing? Yeah, it's kind of the suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, because it's a massive hole.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous.
Unless it was like on the back end and that hole is like off mostly behind it.
He fell into the Rancor pit from Return of the Jedi. It's that big. It's like, what the fuck?
Apparently, that's not that deadly because you just get out of it.
Yeah,
because Luke gets out of the Rancor pit.
Well, he gets to a cage that's got a lock on. The cage is closed, so he's trapped. But he throws a skull at the switch and it kills the Rancor. So
yeah, I remember what happens.
That always made me sad.
Yeah,
as a kid, I always felt bad for the guy crying.
What about Boba Fett? Yeah, where Boba Fett gets a Rancor.
Oh, that was great. I thought it was hilarious. I thought that was funny.
He shows up way later and saves him.
Yeah, well, you knew that was going to. It was called Chekhov's Rancor. It's going to come back. You set up a Rancor riding. It's going to come back in the last episode. That's total setup. That's all that was from day one.
The actor from this episode is in a show, 2 episodes of a show called Quark.
Ooh.
I must know what this show is, and I need to watch it.
I think this was on Sci-Fi Channel once upon a time.
It looks familiar. The Misadventures of an Outer Space Garbage Collector and His Crew, created by Buck Henry.
Oh wow, Buck Henry
for a year.
What year?
77, 78.
Oh, it was made from Star Wars Mania. That's why I have.
Oh yeah, 7 episodes.
Wow.
I wonder if it's on YouTube. I need to watch this show because it looks insane. Like, look at these pictures. It's amazing this isn't a Roger Corman movie.
They probably utilize the sets of Roger Corman movies.
Let's got this guy who's in like some.
Can I keep the sets for my films?
Oh, look at this. Come on.
I recycle my sets. Yeah, right there. That's the best one. Quark.
It's like the most 70s thing ever. I need to see this.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like when I was watching these 80s movies and they have these actresses that show up in them just to get their shirt off. They always get naked and you look for them because they look familiar and they're never in anything ever again because they were in 5, they have 5 credits to their name and they just disappear off the face of the earth.
Oh, here's our actor. This is him.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, because I was on his IMDb page earlier. If you go right to him, it's one of the first pictures.
There you go.
This episode. He looks like Keith Marin.
A little bit.
Oh my god. I need to see this show. I'm gonna save that up so I can find it. Ross Martin does great in this. It's got a slee stack in the episode in Quark. That's a slee stack suit.
There you go.
from why am I blanking on the name of it? Holy shit. Land of the Lost.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, they had to reuse
All right.
that shit.
Great episode.
Yeah, I'd say definitely top 5 a Night Gallery episode for me. This was a really good one. I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is really good. Great setup and payoff, and yeah, it was like a Twilight. It was like a Tales of the Crypt episode.
Yeah, it was. Tales from the Crypt episodes are best when they're simple, revenge oriented, and just brutal. But I don't need like violence. Like there's no violence in this episode.
No,
it's just he fucks himself, which is a classic Tales from the Crypt thing. It's fucking yourself over. I don't recommend fucking yourself over because
that would be immoral.
But
I gave this episode an 8.
I will agree 8 as well.
Yeah, solid episode. Our next episodes next week, whatever. The time frame's all fucked up, but on 9/23/2022, we're doing 2 2019 Redux. So save your Paramount Plus access. We're doing the Wonderkind, which is the Trump episode, and then we're doing the Comedian, which is a good episode.
Okay.
Yeah. The Wonderkind is just bad. I don't even remember what it's about at this point. It's Tremblay becomes president, and it's got the guy from Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
And, something happens in it. I guess we'll find out next week.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna watch them in black and white. You go ahead and watch them in color.
Okay.
So we get the.
That's fine.
You haven't earned black and white yet.
Apparently not. Okay, I never will. I refuse to watch these again.
No,
except for
I've seen 2 or 3 times now.
I might watch that woman episode together just because it's so funny.
You should watch that one in black and white.
You stuffy bitch! I go to work with you. What about your drink? You look at me, you smiled. You fucking stuffy bitch!
Say what you want, but what's his name from Mad TV? Why am I blanking on people's names tonight? Ike Barinholtz is fucking awesome in that episode.
Oh, he is. Oh, absolutely.
He's great.
He's funny. Yeah.
He knows what they're doing, and he's just along for the ride, and he saves that episode. Because otherwise, without his character in there, I would really despise that episode.
Yeah. I made you a cake.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I made you a cake.
And he's slow, and he beats that guy with the guy on the motorcycle that starts killing him
to death. It's great.
Yeah,
I did for you, babe.
He's great.
Proud of me?
His scenes are great. Other than that, I don't care.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Dick Dickens, stuck in a box.
So long, citizens.
It's a cookbook.